name's Duke January. This is Rios Golf Club in Plano, Texas. This is going to be my second little deal that I'm doing here, and after reviewing the first one, is what I'd like to do is kind of reiterate what we talked about last week, or my last video here, and I'm going to add a little bit to it. This is primarily going to be for the beginning golfer, or let's say the individual that likes to go to Top Golf and just socialize and hit golf balls. What I'd like to do is give you something that when you're out there doing this, or if you're actually trying to learn this game, the ABCs of golf, which are the fundamentals. Last time I talked about the spine and the angle and what it does for us. What I'm going to do this time is I'm going to add the A, B, and the C to it, so maybe it'll make a little more sense to you. Okay, let's get started. Just to give you an idea, the ABCs, just like when you were a kid, you learned A first, you learned B, and then you learned C. Okay, A being the grip, or how you hold onto the club. I'm going to do this very briefly, by the way, so back up a little. So what I want to do here is just give you a general idea how to hold on to it. We're not going to spend a lot of time on the grip. What I'd like to have you do is have your hands, both hands on the club, and I want your hands close together with your thumbs down the shaft. Alright, and I want the club more into the fingers and not down the palm of the hand. Okay, so we're going to make it as simple as that. The reason we do this and the purpose of this is so that we can create this angle right here. What this does for us is helps us when we swing the club. It helps us release our hands and adds power to the shot. Okay. So that's it on the grip, that's A. Now B is going to be the posture. And this is basically what I talked about in the last video, but I'm going to add a little bit to this. So A being the grip, B being the posture, and then C being after we learn A and B is going to be what do I do? What kind of moves do I make? What motion do I make? Alright, so let's talk about B. I'm going to give you 3 things to deal with in the posture. Number 1 is what we talked about last week, or last video, and that is from the middle of the neck to your tailbone is your spine. We are going to tilt the spine. At the same time, we're going to try to keep the spine straight, and we're going to get it to an angle that will allow our shoulders to turn towards the ground. Okay? Now that's the first part of the posture. Second part of the posture is I'm going to slightly flex my knees. So I've tilted my spine, I've slightly flexed my knees, and the last part of the posture, which is the third part, is I'm just going to let my arms hang straight down. And you can see right now that gravity's kind of taking my arms down. And as I grab the club, you notice my hands aren't twisted one way or the other, this way or this way, they're just naturally hanging. And then I put A on it, which is the grip, hands close together into the fingers. Okay, so I'm just doing a little review here. Grip, we want the hands together, more into the fingers. We want to be able to create this 90-degree angle. Posture-wise, I want a straight spine, and I want the spine tilted so that the shoulders are allowed to turn to the ground. Okay? Let's just use the trunk of the body. And then I want the knees slightly flexed and the arms hanging. So here we've just gone over A and B. What I want to talk about now is C, and this is what everybody likes the most. This is what makes the game fun. Once I've learned to put my body in the position, a golf position, and I've got my grip on it that is functional, well, I'm going to make an attempt to swing the club. This is C. All right, and I'll do this very quickly, and we'll let you get to practicing after we get done with this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my grip on it, and I'm going to keep my back in the tilted position. I'm going to slightly flex my knees, then I'm going to let my arms hang to the ground. And if you can see the picture that I'm drawing here, it's like drawing a stick man on a chalkboard. I'm going to put his head, then I'm going to take his spine, his knees, arms hang, club shaft. So I've drawn this picture on the chalkboard. Okay, so now what I'm going to do, once I get my body in this golf position, is I'm going to try to swing the club back and swing it back through. Okay, here is what I want you to practice. I want you to practice turning your shoulders around your spine, okay, without coming out of your posture. changing positions. For an example, this is a typical person. If you were hitting balls at Topgolf right now, you could look up and down the line and you see 90% of the people swinging like this. And you can see all this posture motion that I'm creating. But what I want you to practice is simply get A, get B, posture, and then I want you to practice rotating your shoulders and the trunk of your body around your spine without changing these angles. Okay, so quick review. A, grip. Into the fingers, need to create this angle. B, posture. 3 things. Tilt from the middle of the neck to the tailbone, straight spine, tilt your spine forward, stick your rear out a little bit. Number 2 in the posture is flex the knees. Last thing is arms hang. And then to practice, I'm going to work on rotating my body without changing angles. Okay, I hope this helps you, and we'll try to do this again next week. Thank you again. My name's Duke January, Los Rios Golf Club. Okay. Got it?